Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. There's a lot going on in the world of MTG right now. Conspiracy has hit the shelves and taken players by storm. More videos about that later this week, by the way. Kaladesh is right around the corner, and undoubtedly Wizards has a lot more in store for us. While all this is going on, Standard is still a thing. It's still a format a lot of people are playing, and while rotation is approaching, I think it'd be a good idea to get into the mind of the average player. Figure out what they're thinking about the format. With help from PucaTrade, an extremely popular online trading site, we were able to compile a list of the top 10 most wanted standard legal cards right now. Have any guesses? Let's see if they're right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, remember to hit the like button. Helps out a lot. Now remember, the cards players want change on a daily basis, so the numbers we present today will probably be slightly different tomorrow and the next day and so on. But it's still a really cool way to check the pulse of the standard community right now. In addition to each card in the countdown, we'll be showing you how many times it's wanted right now on PucaTrade and how many points the card will cost you if you want it yourself. If you have questions about PucaTrade or want to know more, you can click this link right here or the first link in the description to sign up for free. And as you probably guessed by now, this video is sponsored by PucaTrade, kinda how we got all the statistics. They're good people. Alright, no more stalling, let's go. Coming in at number 10 to start off our list is Lamacq, the Ceaseless Hunger. Wanted almost 300 times, Big Daddy Lamacq has recently taken a backseat to Big Mama Emrakul in many standard strategies. Believe it or not, this is actually the lowest Lamacq has ever been since release. Honestly, it makes sense why so many players want it right now. Still a mainstay in most red-green Tron decks in Modern, a ton of Crush variants in Standard, as well as standard ramp decks in general. Emrakul is around and does make huge waves in Standard, but Lamacq has some serious value across multiple formats. Look at this pretty steady decline over the past 7 months. If you want Lamacq, now seems like a great time to pick him up. Talk about sneakily cheap. Puka users know what's going on. At number 9, we have Liliana, the Last Hope. Not surprised at all to see this card on the list. After a dominating performance on the Pro Tour, Zombie Overlord, Liliana has been wrecking events left, right, and center. Black-white control decks, every single Delirium variant that isn't a budget build, tons of zombie decks. There's really nowhere Liliana fits poorly right now. It's kind of amazing. And despite her price being outrageously high, players want her badly. Maintaining her value fairly well, it's clear that she isn't going anywhere. If you're looking to pick up some Liliana, but you're waiting for the price to go down, you might be waiting for a little while. There's a long line. Next up is a card I guarantee a lot of you didn't expect. Gaia Reach Sanitarium. That's right. The card filtering land that sees play in those weird Fevered Visions, blue-red Thermo Thing decks? Yeah. Tons of players are looking for these. Not only does it fit into those crazy is-it strategies, but it also sees play in vampire decks, that new Hellbent strategy going around. Simply put, it brings a lot of value for no real downside, especially to strategies that don't have a difficult mana base. If you get mana flooded or stuck with cards you don't need, the Sanitarium turns them into cards you want, or enables madness, or does both at the same time. The Sanitarium, 82 points, it's under $1, seems like as good a time as any to get them. Moving right along, our 7th place slot belongs to Nahiri the Harbinger. I know what you may be asking yourself. Why is Nahiri here? She isn't exactly dominating Standard right now. True, she isn't. She's dominating Modern. While Nahiri Jeskai isn't exactly taking down every single event, that deck is real. It is so real. And Nahiri is a cornerstone of the strategy. You take a Jeskai control shell full of Lightning Bolt, Snapcaster Mage, Path to Exile, Mana Leak, the usual. Then you add in Nahiri and Emrakul and watch the entire world burn to the ground. Thanks to Nahiri's ultimate, Emrakul has a new exciting way to hit the battlefield. Talk about explosive. Anyways, the deck is incredibly effective, utilizing the previously mentioned control spells to protect Nahiri all the way up to her ultimate. It's pretty dirty stuff. Players have been adopting this strategy more and more as of late, and it's been the real deal for a while now. If Nahiri is a walker you're thinking about picking up, the price has gone down recently, so this may be a good opportunity to grab a few. Number 6 is a card that I've been yelling at all of you to get for a while now, Thought-Knot Seer. This 4-mana gargantuan of a creature is seeing play in literally every constructed format. Standard, Modern, Legacy, and Vintage. All of them. No, I'm not joking. Despite this, despite the fact that this creature is played in every format, it's still so cheap. It's so cheap. I'm not at all surprised that traders are trying to jump on this. The card has been relatively low for at least 4 months now. Think about it. 4 mana for a 4/4 that hand attacks when it enters the battlefield. How is that not good? Better yet, in Modern, Legacy, and Vintage, you get to cheat it out fast sometimes. Eldrazi Temple in those formats, Eye of Ugin in Legacy. There are just so many ways to get the stupid thing out early in those formats, and those decks are actually winning. With this 600-point card, like $5, if that. I feel like I live in an alternate dimension where no one understands how valuable this card is. Just please, if you need them, just get them, please. Cracking into our top 5 is Thing in the Ice, undoubtedly because of its wonderful performance at the Pro Tour and in post-Pro Tour is its strategies. Many of the same decks that are running the Sanitarium we spoke about earlier. There is a bit more playability, though, that most players don't know about yet. The deck is called Thing Ascension. It's a Pyromancer Ascension Jeskai control deck that plays for Thing in the Ice in Modern. It uses basically an entire Storm deck minus the Storm spells, adds Lightning Helix, Thing in the Ice, and just controls the opponent out by hurling fast damage and flipping Thing in the Ice. I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but it's the real deal. It just top 8 at a Grand Prix this past weekend. So those of you waiting on your Thing in the Ice to go crazy, now would be the time to celebrate. We've moved into Modern. Enjoy. Number 4 is Thalia Heretic Cathar. After being largely ignored right after release, Thalia has been picked up by every white deck that isn't a control strategy. Namely Banned Company, Mono White Humans, other human variants, other Collected Company variants. The card is an all-star in the standard format. Forcing your opponent's pain lands to enter tapped, brutal. Battle lands, awful. Forcing your opponent's Ishkanahs and Emrakuls to enter tapped feels so good. In aggressive and tempo-based decks like Mono White Humans or Collected Company variants, being able to keep your opponent's shields down the turn they play a huge creature is extremely important. Thalia has real value. Of course, this doesn't even touch on her playability in both Legacy and Modern, which are both things. At around $4 or 400 points, Thalia seems like a sweet bargain for what you're getting. Even after Company rotates out, a 3-mana 3/2 with First Strike and a tempo disrupting passive ability seems so powerful. Good on you all for trying to get her. I knew you could do it. On to our top 3. Are there any cards you've been itching to see? Any that you're positive are on this list? Let's find out if you were right. Number 3 is Collective Brutality. I'll tell you what, the most active wants trend predicts stuff like this. Even before Dredge became a huge thing in Modern, Collective Brutality was way up on players' radars. The potential for hand disruption, removal, and a 4-point life swing all for discarding extra cards seemed really strong, brought with it lots of value. Players weren't wrong. Dredge is a deck in Modern now, a graveyard-based combo deck. Guess what helps you throw stuff into your graveyard? Collective Brutality. Match made in Nyx. Beyond the value in Dredge, the Black Modal spell sees play in Modern Obzan and Jund, versions of Emergent Standard among other decks, and while the popularity of the card has skyrocketed, the price has largely remained static. So let's review. Card's super popular, has proven its worth at the tournament level, and is cheap. Any reason you haven't gotten your copies yet? Yeah, get on that. 162 points, that's like not even $2. Go nuts. Coming in at number 2 is Bedlam Reveler. When this card was originally spoiled, players were frantically trying to find a place for it. The Pro Tour brought Izzet deck building to the forefront of the format. Thing in the Ice, the Sanitarium, and now the Reveler. Not only is it a staple in the Fevered Visions deck as a way to basically Ancestral Recall when you're out of gas, but it's also beginning to see play in Modern as a sideboard card in the Death Shadow Zoo deck and in Nahiri strategies. The cost reduction on the card is incredibly powerful, and the card draw is nothing to scoff at. Add those to the decently sized body with prowess to boot, and you have a solid creature for any spell-based red deck. Demand is increasing, but the price is still very reasonable as you can see. Multi-format interest. Gives you everything a red deck really wants out of it. It's a no-brainer for me, and makes sense that it's on here. Alright, number 1. The most wanted standard legal card right now is Eldritch Evolution. That's right. You can never underestimate the power of potential value. You really can't. Since release, players have been trying to make the evolution work. In Standard, to almost no avail, but Modern? Many Kiki Chord variants have welcomed the fixed natural order with open arms, jamming in playsets at a time. Thanks to its easy-to-pay search ability, these toolbox decks can grab anything from a Kitchen Finks, to a Pia and Kieran, to a Kiki Jiki to combo out and win. It's not like Eldritch Evolution has taken over the format or anything, but this is all it needed to reinvigorate the player base. So yes, the card is definitely ridiculously cheap, but you cannot underestimate a card like this. And with rotation coming and a new set about to be released, you never know what can happen. Like many players out there, I'd make sure I had a playset, just in case. What do you think about the top 10 most wanted standard cards right now? I was honestly surprised by a few of them. I did not expect the blue-red Thermo Thing Pro Tour deck to make such a big impact on the cards players wanted, but it clearly did. Now, if this information is useful to you, if you like seeing the cards the most players want, you can do that by signing up for Puka Trade Rare membership. All other trends are open to all users, but this one specifically, my favorite one, is reserved for the Rare members. If you sign up for Rare membership for a year, you also receive 3,000 points straight up, the ability to receive foil cards, and a ton more. If you're interested in signing up for Puka Trade or want to learn more about the online trading site in general, you can click the first link in the description. Signing up, buying memberships, or just perusing the site helps keep the channel going, so thank you in advance. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable Magic the Gathering information you could ever need. This is the Manosaurus, I'm Wedge, thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.